everybody.
Hi.
We are here, week 2. Congratulations on week 1. You guys did awesome.
It was a hard week.
Yes. I feel like that's probably one of your busier weeks as far as prep goes.
And technology and doing something new.
Yeah.
And doing something new. It takes me a while to make those brochures and get everything right. I'm kind of fussy about it. So good job. It was definitely a hard week for the first week.
How many times did you write your brochure?
74.
Yeah. See, it's normal, guys. We do that too. So we're proud of you. We are ready to hit week number 2. And one of the biggest things, I keep looking up at my notes. One of the biggest things is now that you've made your possibility packets, we've got to get them handed out. So don't be afraid to tuck a couple in your purse because you never really know. You might be, one of my biggest things is going out to a restaurant and having a real bubbly waitress or whatever, and I like her, and I think that she would be great at Scentsy, and I just tell her, have you ever thought about doing Scentsy? Oh my gosh, you got to take a look at this. And a big thing is getting the phone number so that you can follow up with them later, and you always want to follow up 1 to 2 days. 1 to 2, that's the magic number because it's still fresh on their mind. The other thing is we mail them.
Mm-hmm.
We mail a lot of them too. And I was just telling Natalie earlier that sometimes if I notice that somebody is liking my post, and it's always Scentsy posts and they're liking all of them, I'll just send them a possibility packet in the mail. And actually one of you are taking this course, and that's Casey. So Casey signed up just for me simply mailing her a packet. So kudos to you, Casey.
Yeah, I've sent them to friends that I went to high school with that I've looked through Facebook, and they've liked some of my posts, and I've just mailed them out, or they've ordered from me once, and I thought, wow, they're a stay-at-home mom, and one was in Florida. I mean, she didn't join, but it still lets her know that I'm thinking about her, and I put a sample in there, of course, and just wrote her a handwritten note that says, I think you'd be great at this. If you ever think about it, let me know. And making it personal too. And the other thing is if you have a really good waitress or when you're wherever, is to say, have you ever thought about this? You'd be great because,
yes.
And then give them a compliment because you have a great smile, or you have a great personality, or something.
Your personality is amazing.
Yeah, or something or if it's somebody that already loves the product, loves the product, you can just say, you'd be great at this because you already love it so much, or and don't make something up. That's not true. But try to find
you
something.
should do this because you look great in pink.
Yeah,
stupid.
Purple's your color.
Yeah.
Make it honest.
But there's an obvious reason why you thought of them, and just tell them why, because really they like the compliment too, and it gives them more confidence in joining. Don't you think? That's how I feel anyway. But so think about that when you're out and about, and don't be afraid to hand it out. I mean, seriously, if they say no, do you cry?
No, I physically can't cry.
It's kind of I always use and I always say it's just like going to Burger King and they ask you if you want cheese on your Whopper and you say no. Who cares? I mean, that's
right.
Seriously, it's like that. I mean, it's not their time. It's not something that they'll ever be interested in, and that's fine. But sometimes, really, people want to do it, and the reason why they don't do it is because they were never asked. They want you to ask them because they want you to want them. I really, truly feel that. So get those packets out. Another thing I want to tell you guys real quick is make sure you are actively participating in the group and checking in with your leaders, and just, if you have a struggle, I know we were really proud. A couple girls were struggling with their stories, and they weren't updating and whatnot. So if you're having a struggle, totally post that, because we can help you, and we can all work on it as a team.
I'm blocked currently from the group.
Oh, she's in Facebook jail.
Yeah, watch out. So tomorrow I can be posting, helping people out. But
isn't that terrible?
It's dumb. It's ridiculous.
Every time you go to post, it's
it's action denied,
you're
or
blocked.
something. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway,
yep.
But yeah, or shoot us a private message too. You know,
Yes.
don't feel like it's a dumb question, because we've all had those dumb questions.
I message her sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, I
How
forgot
did
how
I-
to do this or forgot
Well,
how
the
to...
websites change and
dumb.
yeah, stuff's changed. I didn't know it sent pack from a scent bar when I first started, so I'm sure I've told you that.
That still
But
happens.
I sound like
Not with you, but like people
Well,
really think that...
no, it's confusing. So there's a lot, and all this stuff is new. So
Right,
um,
right. So, okay, so we are moving on to chapter 2, which is an awesome chapter. It's short too, so that's probably why it's my favorite. But so, chapter 2 is about the power of our profession. So, she talks about the investment, which really Scentsi's really a perfect model for this because it costs us $99 to join the company. You don't have to have a college degree to do this. You don't have to have inventory. You don't have to have employees. An example that I use is Wegmans. It's just like, if you think about Wegmans, think about everything that they have invested just to have that store. Like, how many millions of dollars? Seriously, we don't have to do that. We pay $99 and we have everything that we need to get our business going. So another thing that she talks about is network marketing provides it's a turnkey business where you start at a low cost. It carries little risk and there's no expense necessary. And so a lot of times I'll tell people, look, and if you don't like it, the cool thing is you have a sample of every scent we have. Throw it in your warmer. I mean, you got
right.
wax for how many months? Just kind of like I don't know. It kind of gives them, sorry, we have company. It kind of gives them like, I don't know, they don't feel like they're really risking everything. It's $100. They get over $300 in product and starter materials, and I mean, really,
Yeah, because a
one
lot of
party,
people,
you
I
get
mean,
your money
everybody,
back.
like, people have low self-esteem. I have low self-esteem. Like, you think you can't do it. So just, like, letting people know that anybody can do it, and there's a whole support team for them. I think that's part of one of the biggest things. Not that you're going to hold their hand the whole time through the business, but
Right.
getting them started and they have that support. So
Think about how much you've grown in 2 years. A lot.
it'll
we
be
all
3.
start at the same place, and that's something that we always
Yep.
have to remember. Is we all start out at that $99 join, and we all start out at a launch party, and we all go where we want to go. So, a big part, our favorite part of chapter 2, is she talks about. I'm going to read it. It's on page 24. So this business is like rolling a snowball uphill. When you start, you're at the bottom of the hill with a tiny little snowball. As you share your business with more people who join you on the products and in your opportunity, the snowball slowly begins to grow. And so you go through times where, it might take you longer to get that first recruit, or it might take you a while to maybe, you might have a goal of 3 parties, and it takes you a while to like get yourself there. But once you start to recruit and once you feel like the benefits of that, you gain more confidence, and then you really feel the momentum. And so she goes on to say, if you keep going and you keep sharing, you'll make it to the top. And when you do, you can let that snowball soar down to the other side. This is when you see momentum take place. It rolls faster and faster downhill, collecting its own snow. And so your business just slowly starts to build itself. And then before you know it, like, you've got those recruits who start to recruit. And then you might be a team of 5. And in 6 months, you could be a team of 30 or 40, or it really starts to build. And so this is when duplication happens, and you begin earning more money than you've ever dreamed in less time than most would think was possible. And that's something that I've focused on in the last year. It took me a long time to learn that, but I used to be parties, sales. No, now I want growth. And the money actually is more by growing your business. And so as you guys go, you're going to learn that, and you're going to see that, and then you're going to want to keep going because that momentum's there and the confidence is there. So read the story of the $50 million women. don't quit. Don't ever quit. And so I love that too.
Mm-hmm.
I just read that a little while ago. So it's quick chapter.
And you're gonna have days and months that you're gonna be discouraged, but you know, by doing this, you know, this is a huge motivator for you to grow and learn. I mean, I'm constantly looking up videos on YouTube or on Facebook, watching people's videos and learning something and learning not what to do.
We're YouTube junkies. Oh my God.
And like over the summer, I was reading books. I was like looking at recommendations for different network marketing businesses, and I was reading books on how to grow and how to, be a better leader. So you want to, and there's also like a little paragraph in there. You want to keep recruiting as much as you can, and I know for some of you that's scary, and I didn't get a first recruit till I was a year in, and then like that snowball, then it starts happening and people see that it's kind of a real thing, because sometimes I think people think that it's not
possible,
or that it's just like it's not.
Who wants to join me? Who wants to join my team?
Yeah, it's a different way of thinking about things, and direct sales is huge. It's especially for women. It's a big deal right now. So you want to keep your water bucket full, and some will fizzle, and some drops of that water will go off the edge of the bucket. But keep sharing, keep building that momentum. People watch you.
Keep that bucket full.
Keep it full, and people watch you no matter what. You might get 5 likes on a post, but people are still watching you. Staying positive, because people don't want to join a Debbie Downer either. Staying positive in your posts, posting funny things. So we want you this week, your challenge, right?
Yeah.
Is to...
we like to ramble.
Sorry.
We love it, though.
To think of, do your list of 100. So some of you might have already started a list of 100, kind of revamp it, going back and revamping it.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit different. We want you to think of everybody you know and people you know them from.
Right.
So it might be kind of a branch. You might know, I might know Susie, but then, Susie's neighbor came to her party, and then Susie's neighbor and Susie's sisters, so all of those kind of branches that branch off. So we want you to break it into 4 categories, 1 being customers, 2 is hostesses, 3 is potential recruits, and 4 is friends and family. Maybe they aren't your customers yet. Last year, my aunt, she had never tried Scentsy, and she was like, "What is it? I don't understand." And she literally didn't understand it. She had never seen it, so I sent her a video of what it was, and she was like, "Oh my gosh." She had a party for me, a huge party. Now I just talked to her. I sent her a catalog. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you have to help me pick out some night lights. I need some for my bathrooms." And so yeah, and I didn't realize she would even be into Scentsy. So thinking of those kind of people, and maybe I think sometimes people think that you can't ship to them because you live in Wellsville or you live in Hornell, New York, or wherever you live. They think that they can't get Scentsy from you, and I keep I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do parties out of town. I'll ship it to you.
Heck yeah, why? Because you want to build your business outside and have people in your surrounding circle. I remember when I first joined, I wanted a recruit in each town. So I set a goal to, I want one in Arkport, Canisteo, Hornell, and now it's every state, and now we're talking international.
Yeah.
So
thinking of it that way, I was also telling Jill that I used to just keep random pieces of paper everywhere. I would just write notes, that would just say potential hosts, and I would write, Judy and whoever, Diane, and I'd write their names, and then I'd lose that piece of paper, I'd throw it away. But I keep a running list. I keep a little notebook that my friend Amber got me, has flamingos on it, and in that book is just silly little notes that I remind myself, quotes that I like, just little things to remind myself of or remind teammates of. And in that, so I have a page that says potential hosts, potential recruits, and then VIP people that never want to have a party. I've asked them, people that don't want to join because I've asked them, the people that just love Scentsy and just reorder every month, and just keeping tabs on them, because you sometimes forget about people, especially if they're not on Facebook. I have several good customers that are not on Facebook.
Yeah, big time.
And I make sure to send them every month. I mail them out their flyer with the scent of the month and they know that I'm thinking of them, and they will come to see me at events too. Like if they know I'm going to be kind of in their area, they'll come to see me. I'll say, hey, I'm going to be
Reach out to them and tell them.
I'll text them and say, hey, one customer over the weekend, her name's Karen. She's not on Facebook. And I said, hey, I'm going to be in Genesee, you know, and I know she lives near there. And she was, oh, you are? Oh my gosh. She came and spent $75.
Yeah, see, it was worth reaching out to her.
You know, because I just start thinking of all the people. The other thing is, you don't want to, I know this is kind of going off. I'm just like thinking of this right now, is that you don't want to always be like, oh my gosh, Natalie's texting me. I don't want any more Scentsy. I don't want to buy Scentsy. Building those relationships and like just set a goal for a day to text 5 friends to just see, hey, how are things going? How's little Alex and little Joey? Like asking about their kids, not asking them to buy Scentsy.
Right.
You know, because it's going to remind them, oh, hey, I need to change my wax. Okay, they don't have to buy Scentsy from you that month. But just, so it's not always about your business. It's about still maintaining those relationships and those friendships. Because sometimes you get busy. And so, like, this week...
Time flies by.
It's crazy. And so I look back through, like, all my texts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't texted my brother in weeks. You know, like, he's my own brother, and I haven't texted, you know. So, like, just being like, hey guys, what's going on? And I don't know, just building those relationships I think is super important.
It makes a big deal.
Saying, oh God, Natalie's messaging me again. She probably wants me to buy Scentsy or host a darn party. Like,
never. I don't think I've ever felt like that. Like with just people that have texted me, like other direct sales that I buy from, and you know, like
I don't want to be
some of them.
Right. I don't want to.
But those are the ones that we're like trying to say, like, don't be saying, will you have a party for me this month? And then next month, will you have a party for me this month? And then next month, will you have a party for me this month? Like, that's totally going to turn people
It's going to
away.
Turn me off, and I'm going to be like, I'm never even actually buying anything from you again. So, yeah.
So, shoot, I thought of something to say. Oh, with your recruiting, you guys have a huge advantage with being in our leadership program this time, because I bet you the girls from last year are super jealous because they didn't have the Shooting Star incentive. So seriously,
don't forget
use
about
that incentive. It's huge. It's a big deal. And I wanted to tell you guys a story about over the weekend, Brian and I went to his sister's house, and I had to drop off a Stargaze warmer that his friend ordered for his wife on like December 24th or something. And so how long has it been? What, almost 2 months?
3 months.
Really? Yeah, holy crap. So anyway, they weren't there, and we dropped it off at their house. He contacted me yesterday and said, hey, my wife wants to have a party. Well, I put information in there about hosting and joining, and he's been questioning me about, you know, do I do well? They see that we go on trips and this and that. So I have a feeling that he is slowly walking his wife into the business, and they live in Elmira. So I'm hoping, you know, that will slowly get us out that way too. But you never know who's looking, so don't ever be afraid to put that information in your packets.
The decider party is another thing that we were going to talk about real quick. I know we're like going on 20 minutes, but like a decider party. So just saying to somebody, hey, you want to have a party? And they're like, you know, I might, you know, hey, it's a great month to join. If you could get $300 worth for free, and the Shooting Star kit, we can do a decider party. I'll come and do everything. I'll set up everything for your party, and then if you want to join, you can join. If not, you still get the free stuff. So I've done that recently with a couple people.
Right, and then you just kind of you kind of use that party to walk their friends and family into encouraging her to join
and make her see that it's not that hard, and
right,
that
and
she
that
could do
they're
it.
as excited for her as she is. So let's get back to our challenge, because we kind of so to review our challenge, we want to do we're going to kind of either create or revamp your list of 100. You're going to make the 4 groups, which we did. Group 1 is your customers, 2 is your hostesses. So any past hostesses or anyone that you want to be a hostess, put them in that group. 3 is prospects and potential recruits. You may have people that you have asked even a year ago or 6 months ago. Follow up with them and let them know, hey, we've got this great join special this month. If you sell 500 in your first 15 days, you can earn our Shooting Star kit. So you're getting like $309 in products for free. They're going to jump. And then group 4, friends and family. And then from those groups, we want you to contact 5 to buy. So you're following up with maybe a past customer. We want you to contact 5 to host. So maybe contact a couple previous hostesses and contact people that you want to have a party or may have said, oh, I want to have a party, someday. New catalog, great time to contact them. And then contact 5 to join. And again, don't forget that shooting star because that's going to be a huge advantage for you. And remember that in the first 30 days, we want you guys to get a recruit. So don't give up on that. And think of more than 5. You want to contact people every week and be handing out those recruit packets. And also, while hosting, you want to ask your host to join after the party as well. Like my hostesses are always my best recruits, really. So
for your challenge, post a picture of your list of 100.
yeah.
And then just make sure you're completing those challenges so you can stay in our group. And encourage everybody in the group too. We want to see a lot of participation and some cheerleaders out there too, so make
Yes.
everybody feel good.
We love you guys for that. I hope you know.
Yeah, that's really
because
cool to see.
Encouraging each other is just
And it's building a relationship between everybody in the group too, which I love to see. So.
I get so excited. I'm like, aw.
And Jill already posted the list of 100, like to help you come up with some ideas of who to ask and who to do stuff with, or whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get it. I called it the helper doc because I couldn't think of it. But okay, so we officially broke our record for longest Leadership U video ever. Sorry, but as you can see, we're really excited, and this is an easy week for you guys. And please reach out to us, your group leaders, and us too, and we'll be here for you. And good luck. And we look forward to seeing your list. A lot of girls actually would make their, sorry. A lot of girls would make their list of 100, and then they kind of color coded them. And so they highlighted like maybe, I don't know, purple for customers, green for hostesses, and pink for, whatever. And then some of them went the extra mile and contacted more than 5 for each group. So you guys
And
can
then
do
let
that
us know
too.
how you make out too with those, like later in the week. Like let us know how you make out with the 5 to buy, 5 to join, 5 to host.
Right.
So yeah.
And remember.
And if they say no, they say no. You're gonna say that?
That's right.
If they say no, brush it off.
Well, I was gonna say, and if they say no and that discourages you, make a game out of it and see how many no's you can get. And that's like, that becomes a game. So, all right, guys. Here's your week 2. You guys got this, and we will see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.